Okay, this is what we need to do the installation. In addition to the bull bar itself, Touratech provides the hardware on the left, two brackets that interface with the bull bar, two round hex-headed bolts that are 6 millimeter, and two nylon lock insert nuts that are 13 millimeters. So the only tools that we're going to need, a 3/8 inch ratchet with the 6 millimeter hex bit and a 13 millimeter spanner or wrench. Again, it calls for at most 7.9 Newton meters of torque, and I don't think I have a torque wrench that will read that low. So we're just going to go hand tight and pretty snug. The attachment is pretty straightforward. Each end of the bull bar will be secured to the factory crash bars with this bracket. It'll just loop around, pinch the crash bars in the middle, and a bolt through either side. Okay, first thing I'm going to do is attach the bull bar to the factory crash bars with the hardware supplied by Touratech, and I'm just going to tighten things up by hand until we're able to get everything adjusted. And so it just wraps around the front like that, and from the back side, this bracket connects, latches around, and then they suggest having the nut on the back side with the bolt coming through the front. So I'm going to hold that in there and just tighten that by hand a little bit. And then go to the other side and do the same thing. To get things to fit, you have to pull the bar a little bit away from the factory crash bars and then push it back. And again, I've started it by hand. And so now I'm just going to adjust. It looks like they both will be maybe, half a centimeter. What is that, about just under 1/4 of an inch below the factory crash bar, the top part of the factory crash bar. So at this point, I'm going to snug this up. Might be able to come in from the top and hold that. Actually, you don't even need the wrench. It will interfere with the back side of the bracket and hold it in place. So that makes it a little easier. And we'll do the same thing on the left side of the bike. And I'm just comparing the gaps on each side, and they look about the same. So again, snug down. I'll put a before and after comparison photo in here, but that's what it looks like, and they'll give me some nice options for perhaps mounting some lights or some other accessories on the front of the bike. I do know I need to put a light guard on. That's going to be something that happens in the near future. The other thing that will go on as well will be a rally form from Touratech bash plate in place of the OEM bash plate. And in a separate video, which I'll link here later, I'll give you a tour of all the accessories, the farkles that I've added, and you can already see the Denali lights on front.